I'm the Simple Car Guy, and this is my E92 BMW 335. And in today's video, I will show you how to customize it by unlocking some hidden features built into the car. I will be using BimmerCode app to show you my top 5 coding mods that make this car that much better and more pleasant to use. Don't miss these, and let's get started. If you're familiar with the process, skip to this time on the screen. Otherwise, let's quickly go over what you will need to get started. It used to require a laptop with BMW software to do any of this, but now we can simply use the BimmerCode app and an adapter. You will need the full paid version of the app, which is a one-time fee of $30, and I recommend using the WePeak adapter as it's only $30 and it works well. Once you have both, plug the adapter into the OBD2 port on your car and follow the steps to set it up. I am not getting paid to promote either of these products, but $60 is a cheap way to get into coding BMWs. Make sure your car battery is well charged, then put the car into accessory mode, turn off any power draining items, and you're ready to go. We'll start with a very simple but useful one. We'll add a digital speed readout in the instrument cluster so we can easily tell speed at a glance. If you're having trouble following any of the steps in this video on the screen, check the description for details, but in general it's very simple. Go to the module you'd like to modify, make sure to take a backup, and then select an option or options you want to change and click code. Anyway, did you know that most BMWs exaggerate the speed you are going by a couple of miles? Well, we can fix that as well with the digital speed correction option. The second mod is required because the seatbelt extender has to be one of the most unreliable BMW parts ever created. I have owned an E92 BMW of some sort for over 6 years now, and after replacing at least 4 of these, I have given up. Luckily, you can easily disable this as well and just reach for the seatbelt like you'd have to do anyway. Same goes for the passenger side as well. Another annoying feature on many modern vehicles is the seatbelt reminder. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't wear a seatbelt. You definitely should. But if you are like me and carry a backpack or a laptop for work, or if you have a dog in the car, or even if you are just reparking the car, you don't have to be bonked at to buckle up. We can disable the initial seatbelt reminder after the car is started, as well as the acoustic and visual seatbelt reminder that follows once you start driving. Very cool. There are a few cool things we can do with the lights as well. First, we can enable double hazard flashes for a little bit of style. It's a fun show-off item. Similarly, we can disable or modify how the corner LEDs behave, these 3 little LEDs on the side. I like to turn them off completely for a cleaner look. And if you like to stand out from the crowd, you can either disable, well, if you are in US, or enable if you are in Europe, the US style side markers. Those are the yellow corner lights right next to the corner LEDs that normally used for turn signals. I personally like the cleaner look where the angel eyes are the main focus. However, if you do like these on your car, you can adjust how bright they are as well. Just like you can adjust the brightness of the angel eyes themselves for the emphasized classic BMW look. Some people also choose to code 4 or 5 blinks for the turn signals instead of 3, which gives you a little bit more time to switch lanes on the highway. And finally, have you ever just washed your car and needed to use the windshield washers, but was afraid that the headlight washers will come out and spray your entire car? Well, you are in luck, because we can also disable this function or change the duration between the washes and even how many pulses are used for each cleaning time. So you can have where it only sprays once instead of a 3 pulse like it normally does. Keeps your car a little bit cleaner. Next, let's see what kind of features we can add to the convenience of getting in and out of the car. My absolute favorite is enabling convenience closing with the key fob. Unfortunately, most BMWs in US have this disabled by default, but I find it very useful for closing the sunroof and the windows once out of the car. Simply hold the lock button on your key fob for a few extra seconds when closing the car, and ta-da, everything is closed. If you'd like the mirrors to fold in at the same time, or well, basically anytime you close the car, we can enable this as well with the fold mirror option. Also, if you have a tight parking spot and have a hard time getting in and out of the car, you can enable easy access. Easy access lowers the window if you push the unlock button twice on your key fob and then open the door. Similarly, you can allow the window to go up as you are exiting the vehicle. Normally, the car will stop the window operation as soon as you open the door, but it can be very useful to have the window roll up as you are exiting the car. If you have the navigation system in your car, you may also want to remove the annoying warnings that pop up when you start the car. I wish there was a checkmark that disabled it within the iDrive system, but since there isn't, we can disable it through coding. I also choose to remove the temperature warning that pops up at 37 Fahrenheit. I live in a cold part of the country, I know when it's cold. You can also turn off the key warning, camera, and night vision warnings if your car had those options. Other warnings that can be modified to be less annoying are the remaining range warning and the fuel reserve warning. Here are the options for both, so you can choose your own point at which you are warned of low fuel. You can also disable the door open warning and the bong, but I think I will keep that one on mine. Well guys, as you can see, I am basically out of sunlight, but of course this thing can do so much more. It can even do useful stuff like coding a different size battery or disable check control notifications for brake lights, fog lights, parking lights, turn signals, headlights, and basically any other light you can imagine. So if you plan on upgrading to an aftermarket light kit, this might be very useful. There's also an option to disable errors and warnings when doing an LED conversion. So as you can see, lots and lots of changes that can be done. I encourage you to try some of these yourself and let me know if I have missed any cool ones in the comments down below. Just like I'm going to let you know about this end-of-bill magnetic car vent mount that's specially designed to not block your air vent while being attached to it. In the box you get the quick start guide, the manual, metal rings if you have an older phone, and the phone mount itself. Installing it is very simple. Just attach the base, hook it onto the air vent, and tighten it until secure. It has an extremely strong magnet which holds the phone in place very securely and out of the way of hot air. I'm impressed with the build quality and ease of use. I have linked it in the description below for those interested. If you'd like to see where this car has started, click on this playlist right here. And if you'd like to learn how I installed this awesome COP system on this BMW 335 and made it sound like this, click right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.